All right, so you're tired of holding the lock in your hand. Yeah, I was too, and that's why I bought my first Vise. A Vise is a wonderful tool. It holds everything steady for you. It frees up one of your hands to do something else with. And to be honest, this is a little bit more realistic. When a lock is mounted in a Vise, it is more like you're going to encounter when it's in a door or locked up on a chain somewhere. I settled on a brand called Vise. I live in North America, and this is a pretty common high-quality brand. I tried a lot of different brands that I found on eBay, and I learned some of the things that you want to look for. So regardless of where you live, I'm going to give you some tips on what to look for when you go looking for your Vise. The first thing you want to take a look at is the gearing to make sure that they're all metal so that when you tighten and loosen your lock, they don't strip out. I had some Chinese ones, they had plastic and they strip out very quickly. The other thing is the mechanism that allows you to change the angle basically to any angle you like to get it comfortable for you. Make sure that it clamps up very securely. Most of the Chinese ones work great when they're new, but after about a month of tightening and loosening, this clamping mechanism fails and it just gets basically really floppy and difficult to work with. So those are the two main things. The third thing is the base. Now this is a Vise model 201. It's a very inexpensive one, and I mounted it on this piece of nylon here, just basically a cutting board. This works okay, but it's pretty lightweight stuff. So I got rid of this one and I moved up to another brand, or another model. This is the Vise 301. Obviously much heavier. The thing about this is that the jaws don't go nearly as wide. So if you're working on, say, Euro locks like we have here, or pretty narrow locks up to very large, like mortise cylinders, this is probably going to be fine. I like this one. It is very heavy duty, infinitely adjustable, and we have a parts tray on the bottom as part of it. So pretty cool little Vise. But I have another one I've been using for the last couple of years. It's, again, by the same company. See if I can even fit this one inside of the frame. This one is a Vise 301. It has very wide jaws. I can lock up, or I can clamp up pretty much any size lock inside of there. Everything from a roto-lock to door locks, even the entire mechanism. This will go wide enough to lock it down. All metal construction, and then on the bottom I have a tray. And I use the tray to keep different tensioners in, so I don't lose stuff. I don't have to constantly be searching the bench. So keeps everything organized, keeps it free, and it keeps the lock still when I'm trying to photograph it or trying to really focus on getting a difficult lock picked. These are great tools. If you don't have one and you're tired of holding that lock in your hand, everybody gets cramps when you hold it for hours on end like that. Get yourself a Vise. It's well worth the money. It's a good investment.